Are you struggling to get clear English exception messages in your Java EE application? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into how to configure Apache Derby and Hibernate to ensure you get those messages in English. I completely understand how frustrating it can be when error messages are in a language you don't want. It makes debugging a nightmare. Many developers face this issue, especially when working with different locales. Let's look at the specific question at hand. One user is running a Java EE application with Hibernate and Apache Derby, but they're seeing error messages that include German text. They want the entire message to be in English. Sound familiar? Let's explore how to solve this. The issue likely stems from the server's locale settings. When the server is started in a non-English locale, it can affect how error messages are displayed. Understanding this is crucial for finding a solution. Stick around. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear method to ensure your exception messages are always in English, making your debugging process much smoother. To ensure that Apache Derby and Hibernate print English exception messages, the user should start by configuring the Payara server's JVM options. This can be done by accessing the server configuration settings. Next, the user should also set the user region to ensure consistency in the language settings. This can be done by adding another JVM option. After configuring the JVM options, the user needs to restart the Payara server for the changes to take effect. This is crucial for the new settings to be applied. Finally, the user should test the application to verify that the exception messages are now displayed in English. This can be done by triggering an error in the application. Fun fact: did you know that the first programming languages were created in the 1950s? Just imagine how far we've come since then, yet some issues still feel like they belong in the past. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution suggests using the Java Tool Options environment variable. By setting lcall to dde.utf8 and Java Tool Options to mitesduser.language.en, you can ensure that error messages are displayed in English. The user also notes that for starting the Derby network server, you can't directly pass duser.language=en. Instead, you can check the start network server script for the Derby ops variable, which might also work. Finally, they provide a sample.jitlabci.yml configuration that demonstrates how to set these environment variables and run the Derby server, ensuring English error messages. Let's take a look at an answer from another user. An alternative approach suggested by another user is to change the system locale within the shell script that starts Derby. They note that while changing the OS locale is not a preferred solution, using the command export lcall in the startup script could be a more acceptable workaround. Here's a pro tip: always verify your configurations with a simple test case. This will help you confirm that your changes are effective and that you're getting the expected results. And there you have it. With these steps, you should be able to get English exception messages in your Java EE application. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.